Hi. So I just got done doing a meditation, focusing on the things and activities that will bring me the most joy. And a few of the activities in the meditation that came up were driving and spending time in nature, which I'm about to drive up to some nature. I don't know if I'll get outside because it is 93 degrees outside right now. But the other thing I wanted to do today was talk, because one of the things at the top of my joy list is talking. I am a certified yapper, and I've been wanting to share my ideas on this platform for a really, really long time. I have done so a few times, but never consistently. And yeah, I'll talk more about that when I get to my spot. I at least want to get to a nature spot because I want to prove something to myself. So I will meet you there. Hey, so the park plan didn't go as planned, so we are here. I really wanted to get this message out there because I want to start working in about 10 to 15 minutes. And I wanted to get this out there before, so I just pulled over outside of a grocery store. So what I was thinking about and what I want to talk about today is exactly what I'm doing right now. What I am doing right now is what I want to talk about, which is funny because I'm doing it right now. And what I mean by that is that thing that you have been putting off, that you know is your purpose and you know will make you extremely happy, and you know makes you feel so fulfilled inside yourself that you want to share it to others. You might not even know that you want to share this specific thing with others. You may only know that you want to share in general with others. I remember when I first started really looking inward and starting to find myself, I remember one of the first intentions I ever made was that I wanted to help people, and I just didn't know how. And I've been telling myself this narrative over and over and over again. I don't know how to help people. I don't know how I'm going to help people. I don't know how to help people. And so I started taking note on when I have helped people in the past. What have I done that has helped people? What have I done that has helped myself? What is the energy that I can create within myself to help elevate the mood that I am feeling without anything else? Like, my voice and the way I talk to myself, the way I talk to other people, the way I use my words, the way I articulate myself is what helps people and what helps me more than most things in this world. I always tell my friends after they leave, when we're done hanging out, I could just talk to you all day. I just want to talk all day for a living, for everything. It's not even just for money. It's because when I talk and when I communicate and when I articulate and when ideas come out and when I feel like I'm getting a message across and something clicks either in myself or something clicks with somebody else, it is a more fulfilling experience for me than is many other experiences for me. I have other things that I love to do, but again, this always goes back to what are the things I love doing by myself that energize me up by myself. And one of those things is cooking a good meal after a long cry, which is what I did right before this. And it's usually after I cry and I eat that I feel the most clear-headed, and I feel like I can conquer and do anything. And I know I have always had this desire within me. I was uploading YouTube videos when I was like 14. I've been watching YouTube since I was like 11, 12. It's been over a decade. I've been to 3 VidCons, and I'm not uploading consistently to my own YouTube channel. It has been over a decade. And within that decade, I have posted things online to YouTube, but never consistently. And going back to that following your passions thing, I do think that there is room for multiple passions, but I also think that if you're watching this video and you're on the same vibration that I am, you are in a mode where you are ready to let something into your life in a deeper way. Like, you could be like me, where you're putting and dipping your toes into all these different creative things, and that's fine, and you can keep doing that. If you have a project and one project that you're holding on to, you don't have to make that your only project. That was a limiting belief I had in my head for a long time, that if I have this one big thing, that I'm going to forget about everything else. And for me, I don't think that could ever be possible, because I have so many different interests. And I think, if anything, I'm just going to find a way to let those interests bleed into this. And that's another reason why I believe that making videos, posting things on a blog, posting things online in general, going to open mics and karaoke and anything that can get jam sessions and anything that discussion boards and anything that can get anything that can get your ideas out there will help you in this process. Yes. And to have something to nurture, to have something to hold, to have something to be yours, I feel will give you this overwhelming sense of joy that you have never that you have not experienced before. Just as I continue to talk to you right now, I feel my energy rising. I feel myself getting more optimistic. I feel the ideas in my head. I feel the joy. The joy starts to come. And if you are someone who's been through a lot of shit and been through a lot of doing all the other things that the people around you want you to do and not things that make you feel joyful, joy can feel overwhelming. These are tears. I'm tearing up right now because I get overwhelmed by the joy that I feel. It's hard. I mean, it's an emotion just like all other emotions are. Joy is just another feeling in the body. It's just as essential as these other emotions. And by not allowing yourself to feel joy, you have a very unbalanced situation going on. And I had to realize that was the unbalance that I had in my life, is that I was not letting enough joy into my life. And I had to take a step back and realize, like, what is it that even brings me joy then? Like, how can I bring joy back into my life? And that is what made me realize that the old life I was living, and the old life that still pulls me back sometimes, was not filled with very many joyful things. And that's why I wasn't very joyful in that life, you know? And then the next step for me came discernment. Like, I thought it was all my friends at first that were the problem, but then I realized it was just some of my friends that I didn't resonate with me at first. I thought it was all the content on social media that was the problem, but really it was the content on social media that I really didn't need to engage with and that I didn't think was relevant to me and that made me feel anxious, that I just wanted to get rid of. And you start to realize that these things that you may have once thought were evil, because you weren't allowing the joy into your life, have the capability to bring the joy into your life. And then you start feeling the joy from these things again, and you start doing them more. And then that is when that part of how do I help people comes back in. That part of how do you help people exists for you to use your strengths to help people. There is no better way for you to help people than to use these strengths. So the best way to help people is to share your strengths. Tell your story. Do whatever you want to do. Make a silly YouTube video. Play an instrument. Make a craft for somebody else. Take a picture of your art online. Take a picture of a pretty flower that you saw. Inspire somebody. You have no idea how you're inspiring people. You have no idea how your message will get across to others. I have realized that my deepest healing has also come through YouTube and social media. But YouTube got me through some of the darkest, deepest, hardest times of my life. And those people, when uploading it, they're not expecting that. You never know. Yes, it could reach no people, but it could reach millions. You never know. And it doesn't matter either way. was talking to one of my best friends about this, and she was talking to me about how she wants to put her art online, but she's scared of success, and success is just a relative thing. What if it's just successful that you even put yourself out there at all? I was actually recently getting upset because I really thought that I really wanted this job. And the more I worked it, and the more that I did the trainings for it, and the more that I put myself in the energy of it, the more I didn't like it. And I was like, what the heck? Another job that I thought I would love. This dream job that I had as a child. It was a dream for me to do what I'm doing right now as a child. And I was thinking, I just blew it all. I just ruined it all. It's so disappointing. And then I caught myself. And I realized that the success was in the just trying it out. The fact that I put myself out there for my dream childhood job, and I showed my inner child, hey, I got you. I know what your dreams are, and we're going to try them out. I had an inkling that this job wouldn't work out in the way that I originally anticipated and wanted it to, but I still went through with it because that was my definition of success. My definition of success was going through with it. It's the same thing for this video I am making right now, and for the subsequent videos that I will continue to make. Each one of these videos is my definition of success. One person seeing it is my definition of success, and that one person is me. Anybody else who sees it is my definition of success. It does not matter how many likes or comments or anything. The success is in doing it. My intention with this video is to inspire, is to create a conversation, is to just entertain, is to distract, is to love, is to send the utmost loving energy. And that is the last thing that I will say. Every other job I've ever had where I did not have those intentions of love and those intentions of I want to do this because of I want to do what the job is instead of I'm working for money has resulted in me either one, getting sick, or two, not getting the money that I thought I was going to get. I would get so stressed and so sick because my intentions were not there. And with this, I feel so aligned in my soul when I do this. And I know that my intentions here are to give myself my success story and to hopefully pass on my story and anything else I may talk about on this channel to anybody else who might need to hear it. Because Lord knows how many times my day, my week, my month, my life has been saved by somebody just saying a few things in a YouTube video. And even not to be that dramatic, how many times I've laughed because of a YouTube video, how many times I've cried because of a YouTube video, how many times I have changed my perspective on something because of a YouTube video. How many times I was just able to relax because I got to just watch a YouTube video. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And I'm excited to see what's next. I love you with my whole heart. And if you are watching this, if you've made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you like no other. You have no idea what you're doing for me and my inner child by being here, by sitting with me. Thank you for tuning in.